What is going on, my Super Hunters? Rhymestyle here, and today we're discussing chapter 352 of the Hunter x Hunter manga. And oh my gosh, the fight that we've been all waiting for ever since the series first started and revealed Hisoka in the Hunter exam arc is happening. Like, I still can't believe this is actually happening. Like, part of me believed that in this chapter, it was going to be a troll. Like, it was going to be like a big dream or something that Hisoka's doing in this fight. It's not actually really happening. And it could still very well happen like that, although I highly doubt it. Now, last week it was revealed that two characters that we've been wanting to see fight ever since we saw, like I said, Hisoka revealed in the Hunter exam arc, and then Chrollo, who was shown off later, we finally got to see them fight. They were in Heaven's Arena, so many questions that we're going to ask, and at the same time, we don't really care about the answers right now. All we care about is this fight, which, by the way, after seeing last week, or the previous chapter as well as this chapter, I cannot just wait to see what Madhouse is going to do with the series once the anime comes back. Now, as far as the anime, let me just talk about it real fast, because a lot of you guys have been asking what's going on with the anime. So, Togashi just came back roughly, was it 3 weeks ago, something like that? We're not going to get an anime for Hunter x Hunter anytime soon. Put it this way, if Togashi manages to finish the manga, or at least give us enough content for like a whole arc or something like that, then we'll probably get the anime to come back maybe next year. It's all fingers crossed on how much Togashi can do. And something else I want to point out is, due to his author remarks recently, I can't tell if he's like dying again, if he's like really bad or what, but he had some pretty questionable notes and comments that he left in his last couple chapters. And what I refer to actually is every single week when a new chapter comes out for a manga, the authors usually leave like a couple notes, and based on what's his face, Togashi has been saying, it sounds like he's struggling, and I can't tell if he's like basically speaking from the past tense, like how he used to be or what the deal is. There's really no context to it, but I hope that he's doing well, because the last thing I want him to do is to walk away again, especially right now where stuff is actually happening in the manga. Anyway, so whenever the manga gets enough content, the anime will hopefully come back. I mean, the anime was so popular that there's no reason for it not to continue, and how Madhouse left it, it's open for that to happen whenever we get to that point. So for now, all we have the manga, but all I'm going to say is once we get to the anime of this fight, oh my gosh, it's going to be incredible. Now, as far as the details of this manga chapter, we can't really discuss too much. I mean, all we get in this chapter right now is more talking. Chrollo essentially just spent the last chapter and a half, I should say, explaining basically his abilities, what he's going to do against Hisoka, and I really don't understand why. That's the first question, is why is Chrollo talking about his abilities? Because if you watch Hunter x Hunter, you already know the biggest disadvantage a NEN user can do is reveal their powers. Once you know what someone's capable of, then you know how to defend against it. And for some reason, I don't know if Chrollo is just cocky and he's just, maybe he wants Hisoka to pass him or surpass him and actually kill him, or what the deal is, or maybe he's just straight up cocky. Chrollo is so powerful that he explains literally everything that he's doing right now to Hisoka. He's combining multiple powers, which, by the way, something else interesting I found out was the fact that he also has Kotobi's ability to copy stuff. So, I can't tell if he stole these abilities, if he forced them from the troop, or if he just borrowed them for his fight. Maybe we'll get answers in the future, but for now, it's something else to toss out there. But I assume because he has Kotobi's and Shalnark's abilities, he has everybody else's as well, which would be pretty dangerous. Either way, he is explaining this chapter right now what he's doing to Hisoka, and he's basically giving him a chance to back out, to which of course Hisoka is not going to back out. He wants to fight. Now, the interesting thing is this reminds me so much of the Dark Tournament in Yu Yu Hakusho. To those who have not watched it, which, by the way, Yu Yu Hakusho right here, look at that. Look at that. But if you look at this first edition, it's glowing, it's holographic. 1 out of 5,000 copies. I happened to find this one day, and I was like, yeah, let me get that. Anyways, in Yu Yu Hakusho, the Dark Tournament was a tournament that takes place, I believe, once every, I want to say once a year. I might be wrong with that. I forgot what the actual date was. But it's a tournament of demons, essentially. You got the rich people who get behind it, and they have basically they bet. And then you got the demon side where they just fight for glory, and then they get a wish at the end. This fight is starting to involve the crowds. Last time, in chapter 351, we saw freaking Chrollo take over the referee's body and use him against freaking Hisoka. Poor guy. But now, they're going into the crowd, and what Chrollo's doing is basically he's using his combination of powers that he can do with his book, because due to his new ability of being able to combine powers, he can do that. So he's doing one thing where he's controlling the people in the stands, because they jumped into the stands. They're using the people to their advantage, essentially. He's using that. He's using the ability to, the Sun and Moon ability, which was revealed last week as well. And from what it sounds like, I think he's trying to basically get enough distance so he can blow himself up and kill Hisoka. I think that's what he's trying to do, because that's what that Sun and Moon ability was capable of last week or last chapter. So either he's trying to do that, or he's trying to get close to him and take over his body, because he is sticking to Shalnark's ability really closely. So It's going to be one of those two things. Now, the question is can Hisoka fall for it? Now, last week I mentioned, what would people rather see? Would you rather see a finale between Chrollo and Kurapika? Or do you want Hisoka to beat Chrollo, and then at some point in the future we get Gon versus Hisoka? And the vote, surprisingly, was kind of split. And with me, I kind of want Kurapika to kill Chrollo, but at the same time, if Chrollo wins and we get to that point, that means he'll have to kill Hisoka. And even though Hisoka has been kind of a creep, a weirdo in the series so far, the last thing I want to see is him die yet. I don't want Hisoka to die. He's an awesome character, and this is the big curse with Hunter x Hunter. Somehow Togashi makes it so you like every single character in this freaking series. Every single character in this series, you somehow end up liking. Even Chrollo you like. And there's never been a point where I saw a villain that I hated. Like, I mean, I remember when Meruem was first introduced in the Chimera Ant arc, and I was like, wow, he's a dick. And the next thing I know, 10 chapters later, 20 episodes later, he's one of my favorite characters. So I'm in this big internal struggle. So now the question I'm going to ask again is, who would you want to win this fight? It's a matter of life and death. Chrollo or Hisoka, and why? This is the question I'm going to ask you with. Now, as far as the fight, I think the fight just not started, so we'll probably get some actual progress next week. For now, all this chapter consists of is Chrollo explaining what he's going to do, which consists of basically using the puppets, the stamp of being able to control bodies, and basically throw them at Hisoka. And now he's hiding amongst the crowds, trying to take Hisoka out in a stealthy ninja way, if anything. And all we know with Hisoka is he has his bungee gum, so what can he do here? Now, actually, let me test this out. I wonder if he did this. We know that he can stick his bungee gun into people without them noticing. What if at some point while they were fighting he did that, and technically he can find them easily in a crowd that way? I want to toss it out there as well, because that could be a possibility as well. But for now, it's really tough to tell where this is going to go. I can't tell if Togashi's about to kill off Hisoka for us, or if he's going to kill off Chrollo. Either way, whatever happens kind of like determines what we're going to see in the future. Either going to be Hisoka versus Gon, or we get the finale of the Phantom True being killed by Kurapika, in which case it'll be Kurapika versus Chrollo. So I'm curious to know what Togashi's playing for us at this point. But yeah, what do you guys think? If you read the chapter, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, can't really link it due to league reasons. All I can say is support the official release. Viz Media has it up. I don't know if that's up yet, but it should be up sometime soon. If not, it should be out sometime this week. Because like I said, this chapter came out kind of early. I don't know if it leaked or what. I just saw it on my timeline. I was like, yeah, I'm going to read it. And here I am reviewing it. But either way, I cannot believe that this fight is even happening. I'm so excited. I'm beyond excited. I'm so excited that I'm still hyped over. First of all, look, let me show you guys something. This is my background. Oh, no, that's my phone. This is my background on my phone. I take my Hunter x Hunter serious. So let's see what happens next, I guess, next chapter. So we'll see if we'll get closer to the realization who's going to fight. Also, something else someone else threw out there was they might draw. And while that's a possibility, knowing Togashi's action in the past, I don't think that's going to happen yet. I think what's going to happen is that someone's going to lose in this fight, unless the fighter that Chrollo, the body that is Chrollo, is a fake. Because something else that could be possible is, for all we know, he created a fake Chrollo using Kotobi's ability. He's controlling it with the Shell Narc ability, the phone, and he sent out this fake body double to fight Hisoka. And due to how amazing Chrollo is, I would not be surprised if he has perfect control over this puppet. So that's something else to tell us out there. Do you think it's a possibility that actually this Chrollo who's fighting right now is a fake? Yes or no? Yay or nay? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Man, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Like, I had to reread the chapter a couple times because there was so much explanation, and I'm like, why is he? I still don't get why he's explaining it. That's the one thing that bugs me. It's like, why are you explaining it? Are you so cocky, like, that you think you're gonna win, or what's the deal? So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know your best theories on Chrollo's explanation, his cockiness, who's gonna win, all that good stuff, and I guess we'll take it from there. But for now, I cannot wait till next week. You know what hurts me even more is the fact that usually I'm ready to do this every single Thursday, but because today it's Monday when I'm recording this, we have to wait especially extra long for next week. So we essentially have to wait like, what, 10 days for the next chapter, because Golden Week happened last week, which is why we skipped a week, and it's gonna suck waiting. Either way, Togashi, please don't actually be sick. I hope that that's not the case, because if you are sick, that's going to hurt me and everybody else across the planet, because we've been waiting so long for this, and now it's back. And after reading your comments, it sounds like either it's you referring to how you were in the past, because there was one comment that was talking about how it's hard to poop when you've been bedridden for so long. And again, I assumed that comment was referring to when he was actually sick, you know, laying in bed all the time because of his back. And then the second comment, which I believe came out like 2 weeks ago, was talking about how, like, stuck in bed, get on the floor, crawl for help, crawl on all four, call for help, and go to the hospital. Like, it sounds like he's going through some crazy stuff. So I hope that he actually is okay, because, like, The last thing I would want to happen is a series to get another hiatus. But at the same time, yo, Togashi, you gotta actually, you know, take care of yourself, be healthy, and don't overdo it, I guess. Get a freaking assistant. Get somebody to help you draw this stuff so you're not always struggling and hurting yourself, because the last thing you want to do is, number 1, hurt yourself, and 2, go another hiatus. Just hire someone. You got money? I don't know. I've already talked enough. Let me know your thoughts on the Chrollo Hisoka fight in the comment section below. Any predictions you have, and I guess we'll see you guys next week when the fight between Chrollo and Hisoka continues. Yo, I don't want to like foreshadow this, but watch actually next week. We'll get a whole different part of the story. As opposed to continuing the Hisoka Chrollo fight, we'll get into like the Gon and Killua side where they talk about what they're going to do in this arc. I hope it doesn't happen, because I feel like they're just setting up this fight, but they're not going to show off the actual results until later. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I guess we'll see you guys in about 10 days when the next chapter comes out of Hunter x Hunter, the manga. Yeah. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the day. My name is Rhymestyle, and I'll see all y'all super hunters in the comment section below. Peace.